nobody knows what fairy world looks like, so it's a blank canvas. We could, stretch our imaginations to do what we like with it, really, within reason, not taking it too far away from the book's general remit, and but giving it very much our own flavour of how we felt it should be. Certainly, there's a big atrium space in the middle of the house, which is shootable 3 stories high. And then we extend up into the roof, which is beyond our camera view, if you like, and everything up in that roof space. And on the top floor is handed over to the electricians and lighting, and also stunt department and special effects. So there's a lot of rigs up in the ceiling that we knew we had to accommodate space for, because we had a lot of wire work, a lot of flying, a lot of swinging of chandeliers. All this kind of stuff had to be rigged and done at the same time that we were building the house. So all those elements were going up at the same time as we were trying to paint and plaster and put pictures up and all that kind of stuff. So all the departments were in together trying to do it. So we had to work that out and allow space. We had a big prop making team under Barry Gibbs, or prop master, and they pulled a load of stuff out of the bag as well for the house, and also for Haven City, a massive amount of prop makes that all went through concepting period with Celia and Jim to get the style and the look of fairy world gadgets and tables and chairs, all those kind of things that, do fairies sit at tables? I don't know, but we if they do, we've got to come up with it, So all of those kind of things have to be worked out and thought through, and Celia and her department very much handled that brilliantly. There's a large VFX element to creating Haven City, and a lot of the views out there, we began concepting very early on. Almost day one, I think we got concept guys in to start visualising Jim's sketches, because Jim draws everything, beautiful watercolours, and then hands them on to the guys that you see these concepts behind, that they then develop into more finished artworks. But it all starts with Jim. There's a collaboration. I know we were looking at some of the textures and textiles that Sammy was getting in early days for the costumes, and thinking how that would tie in and colour-wise, and Jim and Sammy would very much collaborate on the tone of the film and the general colour palette, so that we were not clashing with what they were doing and they weren't clashing with what we were doing, and trying to blend it so that it becomes a whole world that works well, as a colour and as a texture. So yeah, a lot of that world was thought out between the two of them with that in mind. I've been lucky enough to work on some big sets in the past, but I think Fowl Manor is a unique build. It's I've never built anything like it or seen anything like it, really, in terms of what it is, and most people who come to see the set are saying the same thing. Everyone's going, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite that big, so all of that's going on. So it has that wow factor, and I think just the sheer shootability of it was just the draw for Ken. It was like, right, well, if I've got this, I can do this, I can go here, I can shoot that. It's that flexibility that having that scale has allowed Ken and Harris to just come up with some wonderful shots. So I think it's going to look magnificent on the screen.